at that time, a New York Post headline appeared that said, "Missing or hiding. Mystery of the NYPD cadet from Pakistan," screamed the Post headline. The sensational article noted that someone fitting your son's description had been seen near the Midtown Tunnel a full month after 9/11. You were interrogated. His Internet use, his politics were investigated. What happened then? How you came back to this chaos when you thought you simply had lost your son at Ground Zero?
Well, after 9/11 happened, and like a month later, you know, after we came back from Mecca, there was this voice message on my machine from Congressman Ackerman's office to contact him, and maybe he'll help me find my son. He has some news about him. So we contacted his office, and we were interrogated by Congressman Ackerman and about his faith and about us and everything. And he led us to believe that maybe he was detained by the INS, by the ICE. And I said, he's an American citizen, but he said, well, he wasn't born here. So we were, you know, there was hope, even, you know, being detained, but that hope of being alive, I'll take it even today. So I kept, you know, speaking up because I had to clear his name. If I had not done so, he definitely would have gone down in history as another, you know, terrorist linked with those attacks. So then on March 20th, we were notified at 11:30 p.m. that his remains.
About 6 months later.
6 months later. And we had the funeral, you know, being a cadet. The NYPD honored him. He went under the American flag. Yes. He went under the American flag, which he said, that is honor, Mama. 3 years ago, you know, we know someone who died who was a lieutenant, and he said, Mama, that is honor, and that is how I want to go. And that is how he went.
And you had the funeral at the mosque on East 96th Street.
Yes.
Mayor Bloomberg spoke. The police commissioner, Ray Kelly, spoke. Congressman Ackerman spoke.
Yes.
And this was after newspapers were camped outside and cameras your house looking for the so-called terrorists.
It was horrible. It was like they descended like vultures upon my house.
President Bush talked about him as a hero. Salman is named in the USA Patriot Act as a hero.
Yes, he is.
So it all turned around. But your son remains dead, as what, close to 3,000 people died on September 11th.
He was one of them, yes, definitely.
And so today, come, what, almost 9 years later, and a community center, an Islamic community center and mosque, is proposed being built a couple of blocks from Ground Zero. Your thoughts?
The objection to this Islamic Cultural Center, I think they are illegal because the zoning has been approved. There's nothing wrong with it. People, you know, they object. Some 9/11 families do object to it. They call it insensitivity, but it's not about sensitivity or insensitivity about emotions. It's about the legality of the situation. It is about our rights as Americans. We are protected under the Constitution. There is freedom of religion. You know, if it's one faith today, it's going to be another faith tomorrow. That is scary. And to scapegoat the Muslims for the acts of a foreign terrorist, that is hatred, that is wrong. Because if we go by that argument that if we were attacked by a foreign terrorist group and who did this in the name of, you know, my faith, Islam, and hence all the Muslims are terrorists, as has been happening since 9/11, I say we have carried the cross, no more, no more. So if that argument is valid, then by that token, Timothy McVeigh's actions also makes all Christians terrorists. So that is wrong.
We're going to break and come back to this discussion. Again, we'll be spending the hour on the controversy of the Islamic Cultural Center, the proposal for it to be built near Ground Zero. This is Democracy Now! Back in a minute.